action.
We're interviewing Kat from the book Any Color But Beige, and we're talking about color today. So welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about your whole philosophy on color intuition. How does that enter into people's lives and hopefully making them more happy and more exciting in their day-to-day interaction?
Well, if you look at intuition, you know, it's something that it comes naturally, you're born with it. So when it comes to color, you choose colors that you're naturally attracted to. And in the book, Any Color But Beige, I focus a lot on selecting colors based on how they make you feel. And the rule usually is that many of the colors that you wear personally, that you enjoy, that you're comfortable with, are also colors that you find in your own space.
So what do you tell people if they want to change things up a bit? Because in your book, you went from a very unhappy lifestyle, or what you thought was not colorful, to something that was, you know, knock the socks off everybody. So how do you make that transition? How do other people do that?
Well, I started out, I used to have a very basic wardrobe, and I wore a lot of black because I was what I would call an inferior decorator. I was afraid of making a mistake with color. And then little by little, I started, when I went shopping, started looking at colors and walking the aisles and finding colors that I was attracted to, colors that said something to me, colors that, you know, made me feel good. And those colors I would buy, and I would take them home and I would wear them. And usually when I wore those colors, I would always get compliments. So people say, oh, that's a nice color. And so I would keep that color. And then pretty soon, after I made the transition from being married to divorce, a lot of those colors, when I was able to decorate my own space, I incorporated a lot of those colors in my personal space. And so I talk about going from personal color choices for yourself to your home, Any Color But Beige, and how to make that step.
So what's the best advice you give people for making that transition? Like, there's so many people who are working in a work environment that's very, very casual and everybody seems to blend in. You know, how do you become more exciting? What's the intuition that you could give them for making a better choice on colors?
Well, I think first of all, people today are trying to get away from being me too. And the best way of being me too, or getting lost in a crowd, or setting yourself apart, would be to take a look at your wardrobe and see what changes you can make. And it doesn't mean going out and buying a whole new wardrobe, but maybe going out and buying one or two signature pieces that are a little bit different, maybe a little bit more colorful. Could be an accessory, and wearing those. And also, color is an attitude too. So if you feel that what you're wearing today, like you're wearing yellow, and it's a very bright and happy and cheerful color, that's the color that you chose to wear today. That's the attitude that you're going to have today.
So are there any wrong choices? What happens if I put a green dress on under this? Would that have been wrong? Would that have been exciting?
Well, it depends on when you put the green dress on, how does it make you feel? And there's always a question involved. When you buy clothing, when you decorate your house, when you're about to take a job, or when you're going to get into a relationship, and this is reviewed in Any Color But Beige, there's a possibility of 3 answers: yes, no, or maybe. When you put something on and it's a yes, you know it's a yes. So when you put that green dress on and it's a yes, wear it. And wear it well. If it's a no, well, it doesn't go on. And if it's a maybe, that's also a no. Because if you have to overthink it, then you're not relying on your color.
Well, I know what you're saying, because I chose beige shoes today. Was that a mistake?
Was that a mistake?
Yeah, because your book is anything but beige, and yet I chose beige shoes. What are you saying? It's because I like the shoes, they're okay? Or what would you have done if you were me?
I would choose a color that I'm comfortable with, and I'm not saying to totally disregard beige. You can incorporate small pieces of beige as a balance to the more color for you.
And in your color intuition, you talk a lot about, in your book on color intuition, you talk a lot about the Bordeaux red bedroom that you had. Now, to a lot of people, they would say, oh, that would be, I couldn't sleep in a bedroom like that. Why does it work for you?
The Bordeaux bedroom for me makes the room cozy. When you put color on all 4 walls, it closes in the space. And at night, I want to feel like I'm tucked in. So I chose Bordeaux for that reason. And it also looks different in different lights. And that's the fun thing about color. And in Any Color But Beige, I talk a lot about, you know, where color looks best. And in this case, because of the lighting, the bedroom looks very nice in the evening when the lights are low. And I feel like I'm about to be tucked into a little jewelry box surrounded by red velvet. And I feel very comfortable and very safe. I don't feel closed in at all. And there are different kinds of reds too. If you had an aggressive fire red, or a blue shade red, that would get your heart rate up. But this red is a very complex red, like the wine itself. So it keeps your body reaction stable.
Now, our cameraman, Bob, over here, is a very stable person. You can see that he's wearing a gray shirt with blue jeans. How can we liven Bob up a little bit?
Well, it depends on whether or not Bob already feels alive wearing that gray shirt. Bob, can you tell us, do you like that gray shirt? Why did you buy gray?
I wanted to blend in on the set.
Well, that's a very functional thing. And when you go home, would you wear a different color?
I don't know. This seems easy to me.
Well, there's fashion and there's function, and sometimes we often default to function.
Thank you very much.